I will try one more time to establish the riding position when we change the gears, when we brake, and the position of the legs, the position of the hands, elbows, and basically somehow the position on the bike, because now I have the chance to feel myself somehow. Hi there. And after that we will try to make a balance by riding with one hand and one leg. So one leg left and right, then one hand. We're gonna see how can we keep up the balance riding it with the one hand, with one leg. This is an exercise at a very low speed, which we're gonna do on this straight line. Let's proceed. The riding position, very important. I was using it wrong for many times, and sometimes you need to check it for a bit. So the toes, I'm standing on my toes on the foot pegs, and I can move my feet front to change the gears. For example, to put it in the second gear, and then go back with my feet backwards. Now I'm putting in the first gear, then second gear, and back. I don't want to go in the middle of the foot. And also for the hands, I'm keeping 2 fingers on each lever, and the elbows are relaxed, the hands are relaxed, because the bike is somehow kept in place by the legs. The legs are tightened up to the bike, and I have my hands pretty relaxed. The same will happen also for the right foot, which actions the brake lever, which is a little bit bent from my fall on the right side. So yeah, I can action the brake, the rear brake, easily, and then moving my feet backwards, and keep my body balanced and distribute it on the bike in the way that I don't feel the bike's weight, and I can make these maneuvers easily. Now let's find the balance on the bike with one hand. We leave the bike on idle, and let's see how can we control the bike with only one hand. This is a very important exercise. You're gonna make it also if you're having a course with a special instructor. So basically, if the position is right, then you don't feel so much the weight of the bike, and you can balance the bike even with one hand. Let's try with we're keeping the handlebar with the left, and then we have the right hand, and we're controlling the bike with one hand, with the left hand. Now let's move to the right hand. The bike is going by itself on idle on the first gear, and we change it from left to right. Can control it with one hand. Low speed, 10 kilometers per hour. This is the idle speed which we have. Again, we're using one hand, the left hand, and we control the bike with no acceleration. We're not accelerating the bike, we leave it on idle, and the bike just goes with no problem. With 10 kilometers per hour, it's like a cruise control for the bike. So this bike has cruise control, 10 kilometers per hour. This is it. And now it's time to raise our leg. So the left leg, check it out. We leave it also on idle. Left leg, it's up. And then let's try with the right leg also. Keep in mind that we're distributing the weight where our body goes. So we're distributing the weight more on the left, and the bike tends to go left, but we need to balance it. Okay, it's quite challenging, don't think it's easy. So this is the left foot, right foot. You need to find a way to balance your bike and balance your body. Now the pressure, it's a little bit too much on the handle guards, and the pressure, it's quite a lot distributed in the hands, in the elbows, in the handlebar position, when you don't have your feet. So you see, with this exercise you realize how important are actually your feet and their positioning. Let's turn. This is it. Try to balance your body. I'm lifting now the right foot. Carefully keep in mind not to accelerate because it's the pressure, it's on the handlebars, and you tend to stick your hand in the acceleration. Check it out. We can steer a little bit. This is a very exhausting exercise, believe me or not. It's a very exhausting exercise. Whew, you need to use a lot of muscles. Now we're trying to even to make a slalom with 1 foot. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy, definitely. But what an exercise. What a useful one. So don't worry about the bike. The bike will go on idle in the first gear with 10 kilometers per hour. No problem.